This class will be continuing in English, simple English. Okay, these are only numbers. PSL is all about numbers for your exam point of view. So what is priority sector? The sectors that contribute immensely towards the growth of the nation, towards the elevation of the poverty, towards the economic development, towards the GDP growth, towards the social well-being. Okay, the sectors that can make India a better country are priority sector. Okay. Okay. Yes, Sultan. So in 1972, the definition of priority sector was established based on a report from an informal study group by the Reserve Bank of India. By 1985, commercial banks were set the goal of 40%. This is the history. Nowadays, they don't ask a lot of things about history of banking. They ask the theme, the basics, the rationale behind a topic or behind any concept. So over these years, the guidance have been updated. We are now reading the latest circular. The last revision has been drawn on September 2020. Thereafter, minor amendments are there, and we have added that in our classes. Okay. Applicability. There are targets and sub targets are set for each category. There are categories, and there are types of banks who are given the task to implement priority sector lending or to give more and more loans to the sectors that are economically socially important for the country. ठीक है? तो PSL क्या है? इंटरव्यू में दे आस्क यू रिपीटेडली व्हाट इज PSL. PSL क्या है आप बोल सकते हैं अभी. यू कैन नाउ टेल व्हाट इज PSL. जो सेक्टर हमारे इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट, हमारा जीडीपी डेवलपमेंट, गरीबी हटाओ, पॉवर्टी एलिवेशन, ये सब के ऊपर, सोशल जस्टिस के ऊपर काम करेगा, उन सेक्टर को हम प्रायोरिटी सेक्टर कहेंगे. देयर आर 8 सेक्टर्स, बट it is categorized as per the target is set as per the bank's categorization. One is commercial bank. Who are the commercial banks? Who are the commercial banks? The banks that are given the universal bank license are the commercial bank. The categories under priority sector are 8 categories. Can you repeat with me? AMI Hasro. A for agriculture, M for MSME, E for export, E for education, housing, social infrastructure, renewable energy, and others. Remember, if it is asked in your interview, you will say, sir, next is our written exam. So why you are talking about interviews? If you don't think that you are eligible enough to sit in a interview, then why should you prepare for a written exam? So anyone who is preparing with Knowledgist for the written exam is all set to go for the interviews. So when they ask in interviews, what are the sectors in priority sector lending? Remember, you need to tell in the right order. They don't need the right answer. You cannot say agriculture, export, MSME, housing, others, renewable energy. You can tell like that. If you tell in a different order, they will think of you as a non-banker and they may reject you. Okay. Okay. So you need to know the order itself, right? And this order is based on the priority of the government. Agriculture contributes the maximum sub target. Okay. Okay. Short form क्या बताया? AMI Hasro. The first letters of the each section. AMI Hasro. Short form AMI Hasro. You can crack SBI CBO with only 2 things. One is the right content and the another is the right intent. I have the right content for you, but do you have the right intent to crack this exam? I know that most of you are struggling with your worst work culture and not having enough time to prepare. But simply giving 2 hours a day can give you selection. We have a wholesome course here for you. So don't waste your time here and there. Join the best in the industry and start preparing now. Even in the last 50 to 60 days, there is enough time to cover the syllabus. And we have given you additional test series and we are coming up with the Ready Reckoner to aid your preparation. So don't waste your time. Now watch this sample session. Then you will understand why the courseware of Knowledgist is so important for you to get selected. So see you at the other side. Thank you. So these are the sub targets. You need to remember these. If you don't remember by the screen, if you don't remember by looking into the table, then you should remember through the MCQs. So that's why we need to revise these MCQs 2-3 times. So yes. So For a domestic commercial bank, excluding the RRBs and SFBs because they have different target, they have 75% of PSL target. Foreign banks with 20 branches and above. What is the target? What is the target? 40% of ANBC or COB, whichever is higher. ये ANBC COB को बाद में नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में डिस्कस करेंगे. पहले देखते हैं कि टारगेट क्या है. 40% टोटल PSL. एग्रीकल्चर 8%. ओके ओके. And out of that 18% of agriculture loan, 10% should be given to the small and marginal farmers, SMFs, right? Out of 18%, who is a small and marginal farmer? Up to 2 hectare of land holding. मैं आगे आके बताऊंगा. Yes. Wait, others wait. मैं ANBC क्या है बता रहा हूँ. I will be telling you what is ANBC. For a micro enterprises, you have to give 7.5% of ANBC, COB, whichever is higher. Then advanced to weaker section is 12%. So what happens? We have Ami Hasro, right? A for agriculture. In agriculture, out of 40%, what is the percentage you have to give for agriculture? 18% you have to give in agriculture. So in agriculture, there are two kind of people who live from agriculture. There are very poor people. See, we see those who do agriculture, the farmers are poor normally, right? बड़े बड़े farmers भी हैं, करोड़पति farmers भी हैं. Nowadays we see in YouTube, the Instagram reels, etc. There are farmers having loads of money, having hundreds of tractors, going in Mercedes, Thar, G-Wagon, etc. So these kind of, if you lend them, it will develop the agriculture as a whole, but the poor will not get benefited. Na? The major chunk of the loan will always be taken by these rich farmers, these so-called celebrity farmers, right? So they said, no, give 18% to agriculture. And what is easy for a bank? If 18% target has to be achieved, there is a one man who has crores of money, acres of land, doing strawberry farming, doing coffee farming, doing sugar cane, etc. So they will call him and give him 100 crores of loan. Or somebody doing agro processing, like he's processing and sending raw material or farm produce to foreign, they will give him a loan and the target is filled. So to avoid that, they said no. Out of that 18%, give 10% to the people from the small and marginal farmers having lesser land holding. छोटे फार्मर्स को लोन दीजिए, बड़े लोगों को नहीं. आई वास मत करिए, ठीक है? Yes, marginal farmer up to 1 hectare, 2 hectare up for small farmer. Getting my point? So 18% is ANBC. 18% is for agriculture. 18% of what? ANBC and COB. Credit equivalent to off-balance sheet exposure. I will come to that. So hold for a minute. Micro enterprises. So there is a sector. So what is second sector? What is the second sector? What is the second sector? टोटल उसने बोला कि 40 है. 40 में से 18 एग्रीकल्चर है. 18 एग्रीकल्चर. आउट ऑफ 18, 10% is to small and marginal farmer. Rest 8% can be given to other agriculture activities to rich people also. Okay, so minimum 10% for small and marginal farmers. 8% are for rich farmers. You remember like that. Okay, then what is the next sector? I told, what is service sector? MSME sector, not service sector. AME, AMEE, AM for MSME. So there is no target for MSME, no sub target, right? But there is a sub target for micro enterprises. Can you give me a name of a loan which we bankers give to micro enterprises? So I sincerely hope that your preparation for SBI CBO 2025 is at right pace. We have released the test series, the entire content, pre-recorded sessions with the ongoing live classes. Don't miss out any class or any single MCQ provided by Team Knowledgist, because one single mistake can land you once again with your same old miserable private bank. So if you want to come out from this kind of environment, then this could be your last chance. Here is a sample session for the newcomers to watch and introspect what are you currently doing. अगर आप कहीं किसी कोर्स में फंसे हुए हैं, किसी दूसरे प्लेटफॉर्म में गलती से डिस्काउंट देखकर, ये देखकर, वो देखकर आप फंस चुके हैं, तो अभी भी समय है. Get out of that and join Knowledgist, the best in the industry. Find the classes. If you can relate with the content, then you can crack this exam too. So see you at the other side of Knowledgist. Thank you.